everybody! This is your humble GM Cat from our silly little session, Crit Happens. I hope you enjoy this voice because I have a beautiful, beautiful new headset as recommended by one of our players, my oldest brother. Here's the thing though, you're not gonna hear it during this first session. Yay! No, it's terrible.
Come gather round and let me tell the tale of four idiots who flew right off the rail. A prince who never knew if he was right, and a scholar who traveled by the night, a caretaker tending to the young, and the drunkard who rises past the sun. In a world where fate dealt a different hand, oh, these idiots just had to change the plan. Crit happens.
All right, a Rudy Tooty. Crap, that's all I thought of.
Nice.
This is a great intro. Golly gee gumdrops. Okay. So, hello internet world. Or phone world. That counts as the internet, whatever. So this is going to be the stupidest D&D podcast in the world. Round of applause, everybody. You've signed up for this, I guess.
Can I clap?
I hear somebody, so someone's on point. Oh Lord. Okay, so this is called Crit Happens, and I expect lots of crits to happen with this particular bunch of people.
No, I disagree.
I am your luscious DM for this evening and for many evenings to come. And I will be your world, your NPCs, the monsters that'll kill you. It'll be great. So I hope you like this voice because you're going to hear it a lot.
Oh, God damn it.
Did you just like have an existential moment? Realize that you're going to hear this voice every night in your nightmares?
I'm so sorry, audience. I'm so sorry.
This will be the voice of life and the same voice of death.
Yeah,
More so death.
More
Yeah,
so
alright.
death.
Whatever. So, like I said before, we, that being me and four other guys, are going to be playing a few rounds, earful rounds, of 5e Dungeons and Dragons, which none of us have ever played before.
Oh, this is gonna be so cringy.
Like,
It's
look,
gonna be grand.
I'm
Did
gonna
you say
be fair.
none of us have played 5e before?
I mean, have you played 5e? I've never
Yeah.
played it.
I ran a couple 5es.
Oh, well, shit. You should be GM then. I'll just go make a character. Hold on. Okay, so I guess he'll just be our rules Nazi. But yeah, no.
Not
no.
a chance.
Okay, good. So we're all on the same page. Yeah, so listen. All of this is made within the cavities of my brain. I'm not using any like pre-made books or adventures or anything like that. I'm literally going on the seat of my pants. It's gonna be great. And we have four lovely victims who decided they wanted to play in my world.
Oh,
So
God, why did I
we'll-
sign up for this?
So we'll go around the room. I got a little list here so we all don't like try shouting at once. And we will start with one of my brothers. Isn't that fun? So youngest brother, start us off. Give us an introduction. Who are you? What are you gonna do? What's your personality? All that fun stuff. Make it happen.
So I'm Tom, playing the wizard of the party, known as Kennam Toscobble, the halfling wizard.
Sorry, did you just say toss cobble?
Yes, I did.
Does he throw cobblestones at people?
Maybe you don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't want any spoilers.
The freest
Yeah.
of Freemasons.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my brother. Oh shit, my name's Kat, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. You could just call me DMGM, Fresh Town, Murder Pants. I don't fucking. Okay, listen.
Oh, I thought that was your name. Okay.
So yeah, we'll move on then next to our half-elf of the evening. Go for it.
Oh shit, that's me. Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nick. My character is Lannon
Nick.
Sarandra.
Hi, Nick.
I'm the fighter of the party, and that's all you need to know for now.
All right, say his name again, because we had a bunch of smartasses trying to do the whole, like, alcohol anonymous meeting thing. I forgot the acronym.
AA.
So, say that name again, real quick.
Lannon Sarandrum.
Perfect. No one will remember that last name.
Oh,
Not
I
even
know.
me.
I made sure of it.
Just so you know. All right, we'll move on then to our rogue of the party. Go, rogue of the party.
I'm Cory, and I am playing a Dwarven rogue named Svein. And no last name at this point. I'm sure that'll make it easier to remember.
Hopefully? Question mark?
And yeah. And as well as being a rogue, he's also a librarian. So that's going to be very interesting. You'll find out.
It's the most
Don't worry
important
about it.
part. It's the most important part of your character, of course.
Of course.
All right, last but not least, my other brother, who's playing an alcoholic, so that AA thing just went right back around. Go me. Go, alcoholic.
All right, I'm Nathan. I'm playing a human cleric named Lobe Riven. It's an anagram. Have fun with that.
Shit.
And
Oh.
yeah, he just loves food, drink, and being merry, and doesn't like it when people won't.
So he will be our fraternity brother of this evening. That's what you're telling me. I'd like to point out, just real quick, because I had to check over these sheets, give it a glance over, and I have to point out that at the way bottom, in the description, some people have like a really long, flowery description of what their character looks like, but yeah, literally 2 words. Just, I wish it was all in caps, but it's not. I won't lie.
Oh,
But all
mine
it
has
says-
no words in there.
Well, the only 2 words in this thing is red beard, and immediately I fear for my life because this can only end in shenanigans.
Well, I sent Tom more description.
Why did you send Tom Morse description?
Did
Yeah.
I ask?
Christ,
Don't
people.
worry about it.
For any League of Legends players out there, it's a mixture of Braum and oh, now I can't remember his name. Gragas.
Good job. I hope we have some of those people who knew what that was, because I just had to Google search that. Try and get a general depiction of what the heck. All right, but forget all that nonsense. Because who
He's a
cares
very
about
large Northern European, basically.
who cares about characters and stuff? You all came for an adventure with dungeons and dragons and heroes, going off on adventures. I said adventures 3, probably.
Hopefully.
But so yeah, so we have this lovely balanced party of rogue, cleric, wizard, and a fighter. And I'm not just saying your title names because I literally just forgot all of your names collectively. So this is a good start.
All right.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Don't worry about it.
One
And,
character is drunk. The DM sounds like she's drunk.
Look, man, it's been a rough week, all right? Oh God. There goes my voice.
Oh, that just adds to it.
But listen, here's the thing. I know everybody was expecting like grand feats of sorcery and blade slashing and just all kinds of cool stuff, but you know, I was thinking myself, man, you know what Dungeons and Dragons needs? Like, just really needs to make it seem more realistic.
What does it need?
It needs realistic players. So all y'all look in our little chat there, and you're gonna find the sheets you'll be using for the first session. Because guess what? You're not heroes. Because that'd be ridiculous.
Orphan Runner?
Well-
Nice.
Oh boy.
The failure of a son.
So, yeah, you guys can give that a little glance over. I'll give a little description-y here, all of those things you heard, like rogue and fighter and things that would actually make this sound cooler, yeah, no, that's a pile of lies. All those sheets you made, painstaking hours, lies. So, Tom, Mr. Tosscobble, yeah, I mean, you have some basic magic, as you can see, but you are clearly not wizard level. You are just an average Joe who knows a couple of parlor tricks. And, Nick, sweetheart,
Wow.
you're not as cool as you think you are with your axes ablaze. No. There's no fighting prowess here. Prowess. That's a word.
You nerfed me to shit.
I nerfed all of you to shit. All of you people are normal. Possibly the most normal of all are being our Dwarven librarian. But, you know, he was already a librarian, so not too much of a
Although
change
I'm
there.
looking through my equipment and I do see that I have my favorite books and my favorite snacks, so I am really excited about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I may have stripped you of your heroic titles, but I provide. I gave you your, like, Gushers and Capri Sun. You're still good.
That's right. I think that's a fair trade.
Right. And, well, to be perfectly fair, I literally know nothing about little Lobe, little Needy's characters, so, I really hope just, like, a keg is enough of equipment, also very basic, like, healing abilities. So, I'm just banking on the fact that, that's literally all Lobe needs in life. Crossing my fingers.
We'll find
Now
out.
we all need. That's all we need.
That's all you need in life.
Fuck, I feel like I need a drink now.
Yeah, do you, like, has your soul been torn to shreds? Have I just, like, totally ruined you? I mean, regretting coming to this, like, podcast? Are you?
You can't hurt me. I was already dead inside.
Now you'll be dead on the outside.
Uh,
All right. So let me break it down here for a second. So
I have
you
no god.
all, yes. So
Okay.
you all exist in the magical world of. Fuck it. We're just gonna call it Gaia for now, because I just realized I didn't come up with a cool fantasy name.
that's good enough.
All right. As long as the librarian says it's good enough for me.
That's right.
So, up until this point, you all have lived fairly normal lives. You've, you know, got to your 9 to 5. You've made, like, maybe minimum wage. Some of you, maybe no wage at all. But, you had fairly normal lives, like nothing super spectacular. And, I mean, it's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you all want adventure in the great wide somewhere, but just, you do not have the physical or mental prowess to be going out and slaying dragons and rescuing damsels in distress. It's just,
Man.
you just weren't born with it, kids. I'm sorry.
I wanted to
But,
be a hot princess, damn it.
Sorry. But listen, I'll make it up because you at least have a couple of interesting jobs.
Oh.
You know, we've got Lobe over here, who I assume is just the town drunk / healer on occasion. But I don't know if anyone. I don't know if anyone trusts that healer part.
Just let me touch you.
He actually might be labeled like the town creep, pedophile, whatever. So that's his
Outside.
occupation. And we got.
Well, I guess
Kenan.
every town need ones.
Yeah, you got Kennam over here, who's been like working his whole life to build up this great orphanage. Again, you know, he's not special, but he's got some special kids, so that counts for something, right, Kennam?
Yeah.
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 Enthusiastic as fuck, I see. And you've got poor little Lannon, who's just trying to make his rich daddy and mommy proud, but he just, God, you have a severe case of diarrhea mouth, so that's been a great life up until now.
Fuck!
I said you have a diarrhea mouth. I didn't say you have Tourette's. Do you have Tourette's? Is that what's happening?
He is one of the special children.
Oh, God. And look, and then you got Svein, who probably has, like, a mountain library. It's probably the coolest thing. He's probably had the most satisfying life out of all of you.
But make sure you bring your books back on time.
Yeah, please, God. Don't make him hunt you down. Oh, God. And then there's the futon, who apparently...
It's a mimic. It's come to life.
But no.
It's a mimic.
So, yeah, as you can see, you guys aren't that special. Like, definitely no bards are singing praises of your heroic conquests. It's amazing you guys are just still alive, trying to do day-to-day things like tying shoelaces, which I guess are a thing now. But somehow, somewhat miraculously, or perhaps it was fate, or the pull of a story leading to a plot, your lives have all been brought together by one specific person, and that person goes by the name of Elise Magnolia.
That sounds like an amazing name.
It is an amazing name.
Alright.
You know why it's an amazing name?
Why is it an amazing
Because
name?
now we don't have to have our dull minimum wage jobs anymore. We can go do fun stuff.
Yes, because she, unlike you guys, she is a true hero. I mean, you guys were just doing your daily lives, doing your stuff, and Elise walks in, doves fly in every direction, there's like wind in her hair, she's just this immense, like, oh god. Tone deaf angels sing her praise, oh god. But yeah, no, she is the hero you all wish you could be. She's got like leather armor top to bottom. She's got this long, ornate long bow and a short sword at her side. And she has brought you all together because she has seen that you all have special skills. You know, it's not super special skills, but special enough skills to put a caravan together so she can get to the human kingdom known as Smolderven. That is your assignment. You have to help her, like, not escort her, because you don't exactly need to protect her. She's got that part covered. But, you know, she needs food and, like, a navigator, possibly a child molester. That's important, too. Oh, I forgot about you. I didn't forget about you, Lobe. I got your back. And, so, yeah, and this is, again, so this is all in the... This has already happened. So if anyone's like, well, I mean, my calendar says no. Mark off your calendars. You're going on a caravan adventure. So you guys have been together probably for about 2 or 3 days now, and you are traveling across the plains, getting to the human kingdom of Smolderven, as I mentioned before. And Elise has hired each of you for your quote-unquote special skills. And I don't personally know what those are. I can let you explain it. You could call shotgun or whatever. Have at it.
I guess I'll start. I'll be the driver of this cart.
I can mix the drinks.
Oh god, no, we don't need a drink mixer.
Yes, we do.
I suppose that leaves me as the navigator then.
And Lannon sat in the back like a useless pile of turds.
Listen here, you little shits.
See, turds, brought it back home.
Why do we even have him?
Well, fuck you too.
So as you can see, this is a great party. Everyone likes each other. No fights have happened. It's going great. So, you guys have been traveling, like I said, probably about 2 or 3 days. And you're coming into the evening at this point, and you have reached what could be called the border, the crossing border from no man's land, which is plains, because who wants to rule a plain? Stupid. Into what looks to be this huge forest, like this huge forest that's encircling the human territory. And it's like, it is nighttime, so it would make sense for the forest to look kind of dark, but in this case, this forest looks pitch black. Like someone had run a torch through everything, and it all just smoldered up. Like, even in the dark, if you guys are looking hard enough, you could see that even some of the tree trunks, there's this little ripple of light, almost like the dying embers of a campfire. And Elise kind of looks to you all, and she looks to you particularly, Svein, because you dubbed yourself Navigator. And she says, all right, so it looks like we should probably stop here for the night. Is there an inn or anything nearby you think we could rest for the night and plan the route for tomorrow?
I do believe so. I think a little further to the west.
All right, so she looks over to you next, Kennam, and she says, Kennam, then can you redirect us a little west? It probably should not go through a smoldering forest at night. Sounds like a bad idea.
Probably for the best.
Especially since I'm out of drinks.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. We should probably restock on that too. God forbid that we have an unhappy cleric on our hands.
That's right. We need him.
So you all scoot like a couple steps to the west, and you run across the Chimney Sweeper's Inn. And this is the saddest little shack you've ever seen in your life. It literally looks like somebody just built this overnight, anticipating your arrival. And
You mean like you did?
Yeah, did you build this for us?
I mean, if you look inside, I mean, if there's a couple mats off to the fireplace, you've got a rather bored-looking half-elf who's just chilling out behind the countertop. There's literally nobody else here. It's just you. It's just you guys. And I assume you're not taking the entire cart inside the inn. You're gonna park that somewhere.
You assumed wrong.
No, we're parking it out.
Okay. All right. I don't know why I gave you that option. That was
I do not think we'd be able to sleep there if we drove in the cart through it.
I mean, it'd probably be big enough. I mean, this inn is only like two carts high, so you could probably pull it off. I don't know how the innkeeper would feel about it.
Why would you give us that option?
I don't know.
Let's leave
We're
it outside.
digging your grave.
If something happens and we need to flee quickly, we don't want to have to try and squeeze it back out of the door again.
I suppose you have a point.
Alright, so you all unanimously kind of decide to park the cart outside. And you head inside, and there's a couple tables. Weirdly enough, no bar stools at the actual bar. You think there would be. No, there's not, just a table. So you all, Elise kind of leads you to one of the corner tables. You all take a seat.
Then I get up and go to the bar.
You just gonna stand there?
No, gonna talk to the guy.
Okay. And then you're just gonna like awkwardly stand there and just stare at him.
He knows what I'm about.
He can sense the aura. Alright, so you...
No, he can smell the liquor on his breath.
So you, Lobe, approach the bar table, and the half-elf doesn't exactly perk up. It's like, he saw you guys walk in earlier, he just kind of rolled his eyes like, oh god. You know, I made this inn out here for a reason. Ugh, people. So you approach him.
Hello, kind friend. What do you have to drink?
Oh god. Jesus. He kind of starts. He pulls out from underneath the desk what looks to be. It kind of looks like a napkin, but written on it you do see a list of 4 items, which you can only assume is this poor excuse for a menu. And I will send you the menu, because I actually took way more time to figure that out than anything else in this campaign. I like food, guys.
I do hope that there are corn pones on there.
Oh shit, you know what? We just ran out of them. That's such a shame.
Had those at the last place. Why not here?
You can only
Sounds
have
genuinely disappointed. Oh my god.
you can only have the famous corn pones. Once you get one, you cannot go back to regular.
So
I suppose we'll have to.
So while Lobe, I'm sure, is scrutinizing this... Scrutinizing? Yeah, that's a
Did
word.
you say scrutinizing?
Yeah. He simultaneously squats and reads the menu, because there's no chairs. But I'm sure while he's just looking over this rather pathetic list of alcohols, Elise gets your guys' attention, and she says, well, again, I can't thank you guys enough. I know this was all sort of last minute, and we are literally strangers, but I do appreciate what you're doing so far. I know it's been quite a trip.
No worries at all.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's good to get out and see the world. It's a lovely opportunity.
And she nods and she says, "I have to admit though, I was a little worried at first. I mean, we ran into quite a few troubles. I didn't expect so many hazards out in the plains out there. I'm kind of hoping we don't run
Oh,
into any
yeah.
more."
There was no way around those. I double checked and triple checked the maps. We had to get past those. Trust me, it's a good thing that we didn't go the other way because there would have been plenty more things we would have ran into. Big
I
holes in the ground, mountains in the middle of the plain, just all kinds of things.
wow, just a mountain, just hanging out middle of the plains, huh?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that sounds worse than bloodthirsty badgers. So I guess
It is, but only marginally so.
only
Guess
marginally
that's just
right.
the dangers of the road, I guess.
So she pulls out what looks like a flyer, and on the flyer you guys see in big, colorful words. Wow, words. That's a thing I should be speaking. Ugh. So I've written in this like beautiful text, Blazing Crown Tournament, and you see like on the picture there's like a coliseum in the back and these two dudes duking it out, and the bottom has what looks to be some sort of date, and that's what she's looking at now. And she's almost mumbling under her breath, like she's forgotten you guys are there. And you catch snippets like, "Yes, we should make it in time. Like, I don't think we left too late. I think it'll be okay."
Have I returned to the table yet?
I mean, if you have the need and you have gotten all you desire, you go
Well-
for it.
I want to grab drinks for everybody.
So what did you end up ordering for everybody on this piddly diddly menu?
Apparently, the red wine night with its cinnamon and citrus flavors.
Fancy.
Tasty.
So
I hope nobody's allergic.
if I have gotten that, have I returned
Yeah.
to the table?
Yeah, you ordered that while Elise was talking with the crew at the table. And
Okay.
Yeah, that half elf didn't even blink. I don't even think he noticed that you didn't actually pay for those drinks either. You just
Oh,
kind of grabbed
okay.
them all in like in your little chubby dubby arms. You shuffled back to the table. And it looked like he was gonna say something like, "Wait, aren't you gonna?" And then he just gave up halfway and slumped over and went to sleep.
You got to be pretty good to steal drinks from the bar when you're the only customers.
Wonderful news, everyone! I have drinks.
Ah,
Uh,
that's great. What is this exactly?
It is a gift of the gods.
Sounds good to me.
I'll drink to that.
The gods, you say?
Well, specifically a goddess.
So not a god at all.
She can still be a god. It's all about equality now.
Okay. So,
Don't be so close-minded.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
Oh, we're
The
gonna
church
make
accepts
enemies on
all
this video.
kinds.
So you guys start, I assume, you do like a nice little toast, kind of christen how far you've come, which is like 2 days worth of traveling. It's not that impressive, but yeah, it's impressive for you. You know,
It's
normal
impressive
people.
for us.
Yeah,
It's good
it's pretty. Yeah. So you guys you do your little cheers. I assume you all take a sip of red wine night. I regret this name.
I'm gonna hold off for a minute.
I slam my drink.
So his just disappeared. Like Lobe gave you guys all these little like tankards of wine, and the minute the cheer happened, you all like lifted your glass and put it back down on the table, and he already has another cup in his hand.
I think I'll enjoy my beverage a little more casually. Just take a few sips.
I'm not even gonna try to compete with that one.
Nah. I'm hanging back.
What's wrong, everyone? It's time for a celebration.
I mean, at least
Oh,
I'm tiny. This'll be
You-
all before I pass out.
It doesn't seem to be a problem for me, but then again, you are very small.
So what have you got there, Elise? That looks
She kinda-
fairly interesting.
She looks up, not realizing wine has even entered the equation, and she says, "Oh, right. I guess we left in kind of a hurry here. I totally forgot to tell you what we're even doing. Huh? Whoops. That would have been important."
That's all right. We'll find out now. So
Yeah.
what have we gotten ourselves into?
So, wow, yeah, you guys, I just realizing now that I could have been taking you to like a dragon slayer and nobody would have just said a thing about it. Wow. You guys are really trusting. I don't know if
Well,
I
you are the hero.
Hey, if we're heading to a dragon slayer, you're the one slaying the dragon.
She actually she does like a little shy smile, like, "Oh, stop." But it's not a very comfortable looking smile, as if the compliments feel a little like she doesn't quite deserve such praise from people. But she pulls out, she kind of like pushes the flyer into the center of the table, and she says, "Yeah, actually, I'm trying to enter the tournament before it closes. Have you guys ever heard of the Blazing Crown tournament? Yeah, I don't know if it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, maybe you have. I mean, maybe you have. You could totally like make a roll or something, and maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. Maybe I would have to explain.
Well, let me think here.
If I had to guess, it'd probably be like a history thing or something. Jesus Christ, Sven.
Yeah, and you got rid of all of them.
You got a 4.
Yeah, no. Sven, you have no idea what she's talking about. It kind of sounds fanciful. Jeez, you too. Sven, Kennam, you guys exchange glances like, what's this girl talking about?
I got 20.
She'd be crazy. Oh, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lannon, you take one look at that poster and it's like, oh yeah, you've got this all. You know exactly what this is. And basically, this Blazing Crown tournament is a huge jamboree that the human king, the Phoenix King, clever naming. But it's something he holds every year, and all the greatest fighters come into the main capital of Smolderven. There's like a crazy party the day before. Everyone gets like rip-roaring drunk. It's a great time. And then the next day, we all fight with swords and magic. And it's a great event. Like all the humans go crazy for it. A bunch of other people go crazy for it, probably.
Is someone telling us this, or is this somebody's role?
That's what Lannon knows, and he can let you guys know. It's like, oh yeah, it's that guy's.
Yeah, you want to share that with us, Lannon?
I just repeat all that.
This sounds wonderful.
This sounds like it could be fun. I'm
Oh.
sure we'll enjoy watching it.
Oh, I mean, certainly. I wouldn't expect any of you to enter. No offense, of course. I don't mean to sound like that guy. But,
It's all
Well,
sports.
oh, right.
I don't know. It could be fun. We might be able to do good.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
have.
I mean, we might be able to do well. Not good. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not a grammar Nazi. Don't worry about it.
Excellent. More drinks for everyone. I get
Yeah.
more drinks.
Elise just kind of laughs. It's like, yeah, and it'll be the first time I enter it, and I'm really hoping I actually get to meet the king himself. That would be great. And she looks a little distant when she says that, kind of looking back down at the flyer, sort of finagling with something around a chain around her neck.
Lannon gives her a pat on the back, being like, "You will do quite well, my friend."
And she's like, "Oh wow, yeah, that was a pat. Thank you though. I'm hoping I do okay." And I assume at this point Lobe comes back with more drinks that the bartender probably doesn't care about.
Drink up, everybody.
This time he came back with 10 drinks, but instead of 2 for everyone, it's 4 for the 4 of us, and then just the rest for him.
Eventually, the half elf just rolls out the entire stock and is like, "You guys just have fun with this. And he fucks off to bed.
Woohoo!
Who's got a running in? So it sounds like you guys are just gonna like heavily drop the night then, or at least one of you will.
At least one of us will. At least one of us is probably going to go ahead and hit himself with resistance to give him some sort of saving throw against this.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
We're going to go ahead and tap up for that.
So the party was going great, and as you become more inebriated, you guys become more chummy. It's not as stressful as it was trying to get on the wagon. No badgers on your back or random mountain plains. And it's creeping well into the midnight hour at this point. And eventually, Elise, who you're pretty sure she's had some drinks, but maybe she just has pretended. You don't really know at this point. Like, who knows? Everyone's so stone cold drunk. It's just.
Does she seem like she's having a good time? Can I notice if she's not?
You can do investigation. Because
Okay.
I learned that thing means it's something that you already know about, and you just want to know more about it.
Oh, okay.
And even if it isn't, it is now, because I'm Jesus. So what's
Yeah.
the roll? What'd you
Yeah,
get?
It'd be a delightful crit fail.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So I ain't missing anything.
No, actually, you just totally do not read the room. And you go over to Elise, and similar to Lannon earlier, you kind of like slap her heartily on the back, but you kind of forget you tower over her. She's like a 5'2" little petite thing, and you're like, what, 6 foot something?
I'm a very large man.
Yeah, so you like smack her right over into the table, and her head like cracks against the tabletop, and it's just like a deafening sound. And everything goes quiet. Even the half elf looks up for a second, like, holy shit. And she's like, wow, okay, ow. I'm awake now. Thank you, Lobe. Holy, ow.
I don't actually have healing, so there's nothing I can do on that
Are you
part.
serious?
that was really
Cleric can't heal?
She's like, it's okay. Honestly, that was a jog to the memory for me. I forgot that there was something we have to talk about. So I guess, thank you, Lobe, for that. Maybe.
You're welcome. Have another.
Okay, thank you. All right. She kind of like, with the back of her hand, sort of pushes the drink off to the side. She's like, so Sven, could you bring out the map again real quick?
Of course, yes. Let me grab that. Oh, that's back in the carriage. Let me grab that. Brings out the
There we go.
book. Brings out the book with all the maps in there. Because it's not a map that's all rolled up. It's in a book.
It's just multiple pages. It's an almanac.
Plops that. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an almanac. Exactly. Just
Yes.
plops that down on the table, flips through the pages, and opens up to what is probably the correct
But
map.
is it a pop-up almanac?
That's very important.
Because if not, it should be.
All right.
Are we talking
hang on.
Almanac or Atlas here?
Wait. Shit. What's an almanac?
Almanac is like
Yeah.
what time it is to harvest crops and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it can be that and an atlas. It can be an almanatlas.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll right now to see if Svein remembered to bring the proper atlas, or if he brought the kitty version that's like pop-ups. Got an 8.
Yeah, no, you accidentally grabbed the book from the child section, and so you open it up, and you see this like pop-up little kingdom, and you see like the Phoenix King. It's just literally a phoenix with a crown on his head, and there's a little word bubble that says like, "Let's learn about Smoldavale, kids." And but no, I mean it's a functionable map. Elise slightly taken aback, like, oh wow, you were using that the whole time, huh?
What is Is,
you brought the fun one.
No wonder he said there were mountains in the middle of the plains.
Is bluff under persuasion?
Yes.
Here we go. So
What are you bluffing? What are you being ashamed for? This is a fun
gonna
Oh
Oh!
my god.
all right. So I'm gonna point off to the side, like, yes. See, this is where we were, right over here before we got to the inn. See, yeah, you can make out all the details over there. There's all those stones we had to go across in the creek, and see, all right there.
So yeah, with that 21, Elise nods her head and she's like, "Yeah, no, okay, wow, this is like an actually functioning map. That's pretty impressive, actually.
And it's fun too.
It is, yeah, it's pretty fun. I'll give you that." But so
Surrounded
she
by drunkards.
so she is kind of looking around the map, and it doesn't take you guys long to find the little tiny speck that is this pathetic excuse for an inn. And so on this map, you see that you guys are you're not that far off from the forest line. And now, looking more at this map, you see that the way Smolderven is set up is the castle itself is in the middle of the page. Or is it the higher part of the page? How do pop-up physics work? I'm just going to describe it.
I don't know.
I'm just going to describe it like it wasn't a pop-up, and then you imagine it as a pop-up. Okay.
Sounds good.
Go. So, you have the castle, it's in the middle, and there's a bunch of other cities? Yeah, cities are a fantasy thing, sure. So there's a bunch of cities that surround that castle, and then those cities have a couple more kind of units, not exactly cities, they're more like towns and villages, and then even farther from that ring of civilization, you see more sparse, kind of hut-looking Caddyshack. That's not a house. That's a thing. That's a movie, I think. It's where they filmed it.
Yeah. Don't think that's on the map.
So what you're saying is that it's like Bossing Say.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not on a mountain. It's just, but it circles out like that. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm fine with this.
Okay, sure. Just imagine it's like not mountain Bossing Say. But then so you have these outer, very, very, very outer buildings, and surrounding that, almost in a perfect circle, about what's a good big acre? What's a lot of acres? Who's got acres? What's 100 acres? 100 acres a lot of acres? Sure, we'll go with it. 100 acres worth.
Pooh lived in the 100-acre woods, right? So that was pretty big.
Wait, are you telling me that Pooh Bear lives?
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
No, so we'll go with 100 acres. So it's about 100 acres worth of this black forest that just encircles this territory. And so again, you guys are the little tiny pathetic dot, and this forest acre thing, 100-year-old acre forest, Pooh Bear's house, lives just next door. And Elise points to the forest and says, "So, does anyone know anything about this, by the way? I wanted to make sure we were all on the same page here, because I didn't want to just walk in and then, oh, surprise, death."
Death?
Yeah, you know, like there's hazards in a forest. I wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page, like what to expect.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah.
What would this roll be?
Let's
Nature?
see. Yeah, you could roll me a nature. You could roll me a history. Those seem to be good. And remember too, we don't have dice.
Fail.
Okay, some of us have dice, but when you make your rolls, remember to say the number, because it's all not visual magic. It's all audio magic. So, Sven, what'd you roll?
Rolled a 15.
Okay. I heard a crit fail somewhere.
Crit fail on my end. Kennam
Can I
has
get a-
no idea of anything. What's a west?
East?
Oh.
I thought you said west.
No, guys,
Oh, well, Kennam West is over here. See? This side of the paper.
yeah, no, Kennam, so Elise asked this question, do you know anything about the Ashen Forest and this Ashy Forest? And you like go into this fugue state. You just like stare off into the distance, and no one can get your attention for a good like 5 minutes. You just
Snap out of it, man.
Hold up. You said history check?
yeah, it could be history or nature. I'll give it to
20.
either one. What the
Okay.
hell?
Crits!
You
Crits
got a 20.
Crits for days, damn. Okay, so Sven, Lannon, you guys, you know what's up with this business. This little circle of tree. Wait, hold on. Did you both roll nature, or did one of you roll history and the other rolled nature?
I rolled history.
I rolled
Okay.
history.
Oh, so you both rolled history. Okay, great. So here's the dealio. This encirclement.
History and nature are on the same ability score.
Well, yeah, it's important, but it depends on the details. I tell you, it's very important here. Trust me on this one. So this little like encirclement of trees is what's known as the Ashen Grove, aptly named. And from what you know from your history classes, is about less than half a century ago, there was this terrible, just awful plague, and it tore through a majority of the human populace. And actually, the aptly named Phoenix King, he's the guy who got it in his head that in order to stop this plague, they had to create an eternally burning ring of fire. Fire being the only thing that stops this plague. So, literally, they burned a good chunk of this forest before they could magically seal this all the magical heats and stuff, so the plague would die when it hit it. And so encircling the human territory is basically this magical ring of fire trees that has been here for, what did I say, half century? About half a century. And Elise looks at you guys, she's like, yeah, wow, that actually was a lot more than I thought. I won't have to say more. That's great. Okay. So, but yes, that's the more historical side anyway. But there's a couple other things I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I know typically you might have heard some rumors or something that monsters like to live in this place, like fire spirits and kobolds and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I just
yeah, I've heard about that.
right, and I wanted to. And I wanted to reassure you that whatever comes our way, I can take care of it. Like, I can handle it. Like, there's no reason to worry.
Okay.
So don't worry about it then.
Serious question.
Okay.
Where are we?
What?
Like,
Whoa.
where are we?
Oh,
Kennam, you okay? We were just talking about the forest on fire, monsters.
I've been spending the past trying to figure out.
No more
what
drinks
the
for
hell
you.
we are.
Kennam, no more.
Hear the bartender in the back. I'm cutting you off. I guess. I mean, whatever. So Elise looks at you, Ken, and he's like, wait, were you just out that whole time? Do we have to explain that all over again? That was a lot.
We can tell them about it on the way.
Oh, okay.
5 words or less, please.
Right, okay. Look, the reason I'm telling you this is, and she points to the map again, and she says, typically, people will take the path through the Ashen Grove. And while I understand that's the safest, we don't actually have time for that.
So where are we going?
And
That's an interesting question.
she lifts her finger and we kind of have to do, okay, so this is what the path looks like. And she starts you at the little sad speck that is the inn, and she kind of weaves through the forest, like squiggly serpentine style. And she's like, I don't understand why the path was built like this. It just seems like a waste of time, but apparently this is the safest way to go. But what we need to do, and she points her finger back at the end, it's like, we need to do this. And she drags it right through the forest to the main kingdom.
Oh,
no.
so go into the
I-
scary forest with a plenty of monsters to try and get to a kingdom a day faster.
No,
Got it.
no. But look, like I said, the more dangerous stuff is far deeper in, and we.
No, no,
We'll
no,
still be-
no, I've got it. Don't worry.
Okay, I mean, I'm just. Wait, seriously? Like, you're just gonna go with that, huh? I don't even have to convince you that I'm
Oh.
strong enough, or.
Well, see, the way I see it, if we go straight, then it will make it that much easier to outrun anything that happens to be pursuing us, right? Because we won't have to do all this and go here and there and go up and down. We're just going straight, so we'll get there that much quicker, and yeah, it makes sense to me.
Wow, really? Okay, because I had this whole like thing. I had a couple index cards written out of like why we should do this if I had to convince you, but
What's an index card?
don't worry about it.
Listen, you have the bow. I'll let you take care of you. I'm gonna move as fast as I possibly can through this. Okay?
Well, I mean, it'd probably be better if you stuck with me. I mean, I'm literally the only hope we have of getting out of this alive. just saying.
Obviously, but you get what I mean. You do your job, I'll do mine. We'll
Oh,
both stay out of this.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So that's you three. Lobe, you're cool with this too, then? Like just totally ignoring.
Oh,
All
Love's
signs
drunk
of
off his
danger.
ass. He doesn't give a damn.
Oh.
The sooner we get there, the sooner we celebrate.
That okay. It's.
That is true. I hadn't considered that, but yeah.
Elise kind of laughs and she says, you guys act a lot like adventurers. Like, are you sure you haven't done this before? Like, this is extremely.
I
should
drink
say-
all the time. It's wonderful.
Right. No, I got that. I meant the adventuring and the danger and the possible death around every tree corner because trees have corners.
Oh,
But,
please. We've got this in the bag.
Okay.
What
Then,
do you know about?
And I've got
Something
my
you're
map
going to be
right
the one-
here.
If we find something, you're going to be the one to fight it, so I don't have to worry.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
And-
Okay.
And I can help us navigate straight, and everything will be fine.
Okay. I mean, and I just letting you know real quick. I made sure before we left that the at least the top tarp of the caravan, that's fireproof. So we don't have to worry about that. So that's good.
Oh, good. Oh, and I'll make sure to keep the map inside the caravan at all times. We wouldn't want that to catch on fire.
Right, but listen, the
And the
inside.
booze.
Yeah, no. See, that's the thing.
Oh, God.
The alcohol definitely is not flammable.
Oh.
Everything inside would probably catch on fire. So we should probably refrain from opening it. So, but it'll be great. We'll have a good time. We'll get there real fast. Parties galore. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, that. Whatever that is.
I think what he's saying is that he's excited to adventure.
Okay, good. So, wow, it's really late. So we should probably try and catch like what 2-3 hours of sleep at max, and we'll head out at dawn then.
Yes,
Sounds great.
ma'am.
All right, sounds good. So you all
No,
take.
no, I protest here.
What?
I may
wait,
not be an elf here and need only 4 hours of sleep. I am a tiny person, but I still need sleep.
Oh, well, that was just kind of like me over exaggerating. We're not actually just gonna sleep 2 hours. That would be ridiculous.
Besides, you could always sleep on the way.
That's
I'm
yeah.
the driver.
Yeah.
Oh.
They cannot.
But we're just going straight. So, I mean, what harm would it be going to sleep for, I mean, just 10
For the
minutes
sake of
here
your
and
life,
there?
I think you'd think I would not want to sleep.
Yeah, don't sleep and drive, kids. Listen. I'm gonna break character for a second. To all the listeners out there, don't sleep and drive your carts. I cannot stress this enough.
Especially the flirting Ash.
95% of accidents that happen in Ashen Grove are because of sleep driving. Please think of the children.
They are the children.
Shit. Okay. Well.
I'm the size of a child.
Okay, so it's the next day, and as Elise promised, she gets you all up at dawn. Some, I assume, with more ease than others, depending how many wine nights you decided to slam back.
What's left
Just
of
to-
the alcohol in this building?
That's a good question. Did you just keep drinking while
Just
everyone
roll
went to
for it.
sleep? Yeah, let's see.
Probably not till everyone was asleep, but I passed out at some point.
At some
What do you
point.
want me to roll?
Let's just do a d20. Let's see if you just totally clean this guy out.
3.
Does he multiply that number by 10?
No,
3.
he's good.
So, I mean, the current stock seem to have been dried, but as you all wake up in the morning, you see that there are like 6 new barrels just hanging out underneath. And the half-elf looks at you and he's like, "What, you think I haven't done this before? I know how to hide my shit." So, I mean, there's...
Excellent little friend.
Ah, shit, wait a minute. I shouldn't have said that.
I
have no stock anymore.
do I have any money?
That's a good
I don't
question.
have any money.
You have 20. I think you have 15 gold or 25.
Do I?
Yeah,
Sure.
you start out with that for being an acolyte.
Okay.
You got it from little Susie down the street.
How much do I owe the guy?
That's a good question.
Probably more than you have.
Let's just... We'll
Say
call
that you left your wallet in the car.
And you left the car.
In the house.
Yeah.
And left
I
my
mean-
house
But
at
we
home.
were considering leaving the car in the end, but
Yeah,
decided
I
not to do that.
You could totally persuade him to just kind of look the other way, because as you've seen from last night, he seems pretty nonchalant about literally his entire establishment. So how hard could that be?
I pick up a keg, I throw all the money I have to the counter, and I say, "We're off!"
And before he can even open one sleepy eye, you guys are off on the races. Jesus Christ. Good job.
Hey everyone, it's Lannon. I just wanted to further apologize about the mic quality for this one. We didn't exactly have everything set in the first 2 episodes, but we do now, so the sound should be great from then on. Other than that, be sure to like this video if you liked it, comment what your favorite part was, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye for now.